Hey boos, welcome to Point A to B with Sipa. So I got a call from my friend today, right? No, not today. Was it yesterday? Let me close this. I got a call from my friend yesterday, right? And she was like, "Friend, when's the next episode coming out? Blah blah blah." Okay, you guys might just be lucky because I'm taking training this week, which means I have to be at the office. So I suppose I'll have the time when I drive to work or back from work to sort of do. Guys, I was judge. I was walking to my car. That's why I'm heavy breathing. Okay. First rule of this podcast or vlog is that we don't judge each other. Okay, so I think we're gonna get into more the sensitive ones, and I say they're sensitive because for one of them, which I'm gonna do last, I played a role in the breakup, and I think for a very long time I replayed that scenario so many times, and I was just like, I could have done better here. I could have, that sort of vibe. But I think God at the end gave me an out, and I'll tell you why God gave me an out at the end, right? Or why I say that. Okay, so let's get into friend number 3. Okay, guys, to clarify, I said there's 4 friends, right? Friend number 1 is the 26,000, guys. I've already told you about the 26,000. And in all fairness, my subscribers are the people on my WhatsApp. So no one's gonna watch that because you know the story. 2, the second one is the high school friend, Upraidi. The third one, both the third and the fourth one are varsity friends. So they're friends that I made in varsity. Okay, great. So let's start. So this is episode 2, friend number 3. I will name this friend Church Girl. Okay, and you'll see in the story why I say it's Church Girl. I hope she doesn't see this. But it's facts, guys. The things I'm telling you are facts. Some of the facts are not pretty. So I don't know how I can better package them, because in as much as I'm telling these stories, I'm also not trying to, I'm not trying to get you guys to be on my side, or I'm not trying to, what is the word, taint the image of the person. So I don't want the end result to be besitu's pounje kandi. But some of the facts I need in the story, as unpleasant or as unbeautiful as they are. Right? Okay. And I disclose this because with the next 2 people, we're very, very close. Very close. So I know a lot of detail, and then I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. And I suppose they can also do a counter video and be like, you only mentioned A, B, and C because it made me look bad or whatever, and you didn't mention the time that this happened because you were wrong, And it would be nice to hear their side of the story, I must say, because I haven't heard it. But anyway, okay, so Church Girl. Okay, Church Girl, we meet in varsity. It's nice. People who know me personally will know what I didn't go anywhere without this girl. I didn't do anything without this girl. We shared a room. So initially when we met, she was my neighbor. Hey, So my parents are there to drop me off. I find neighbor, Ika. She's there. Hi, I'm your neighbor, church girl. I'm like, girl, just relax. You know, I'm gonna meet people as time goes on. But what happened was, I didn't have a roommate, right? And she didn't have a roommate. And then she's like, no, we should be roomies. I'm like, no, I'm not giving up my free space to you. Now that I think, yo, we're mean, yes. So I'm like, I'm not giving up my free space to you. That's not happening. So she stayed in her room. I stayed in my room. How did we end up being roommates? Was I got a roommate. Hey, guys, she was skinny and she was always sick. I don't know what was like. I don't know what condition she had, but she was always sick. And our room smelled like a clinic, right? She's gonna get a roommate. And this roommate, hers, was in a wheelchair. I can't remember. One of them though. But I think that's how we got them. Hers was in a wheelchair. So, guys, this is gonna sound so bad. So we opted that we live together, right? Because we are healthy. Then the sick people live alone. I'm not proud of this. And we used to call that other room. I don't know what ban. But guys, these people were not cute sick. It wasn't you know how some people struggle with like the flu. My little sister and she struggles with if there's a bug, she'll definitely get it, right? So it wasn't that. I don't know what that girl had, but she was constantly taking pills. Nini, she's gone home because she needs to go to a hospital. And some of it lies in you, right? Like it ends up being your responsibility because now she's sick. Now you must take notes for, well, not really, but like you must call her family and be like, yeah, I was sick. And your family's like, yeah, can you just boil water for her? It's just, you know what, guys, it's fine. You can judge me for this one. It's fine. And I'm sorry to that girl. I don't even think I learned her name. And church girl would laugh at me every time. Every time I had to go boil the water or whatever. She's like, Mara, I told you, let's be roommates. And when you were fans. But anyway, so this is a short story, right? Because I'm not going to detail everything that she did. But I'm just going to detail a few things that did happen, like in our friendship or in our relationship. So she was great. First year, great. I was actually thinking about this the other day. There was a time when there was an incident. I'm not going to say what the incident was, right? And I had to like interact with her family in order to solve it out. Yo, guys, this person, the way I loved this person. Listen, I wanted, this person is from like their hometown is maybe 3 hours away from here. So now this has happened. I'm like, I'm actually telling friend Pride, I'm like, Pride, we need to drive to this person's hometown. Okay, they were lost. Let me just say it like that, right? I'm like, we need to drive to this person's hometown or church girl's hometown to go find her. And guys, that time I've never even been to that hometown. I don't even know directions. So Google Maps. And also, like, friend number 4, I haven't given her a name. Friend number 4, it's okay, now we get to hometown. What do we do? I don't have a plan. I don't know where we're gonna go look. I don't know. I was just so panicked, by the entire incident and whatnot else. And yeah, but anyway, guys, we're very close. Guys, we're in the same cause. We were very, very, very close. Okay, let's get more to the breakup, because the closeness, I can tell you story after story, it won't end. She was a really good friend to me, and she had very pure intentions in our friendship, and I do believe she really honestly loved me. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, so let's get to the breakup happens when, so in first year, second year, third year, I repeat third year, fourth year, I repeat fourth year, friendship is booming. I start working, friendship is booming, guys. You cannot separate us. At that time, she worked at her hometown, I worked here, right, in Joburg. Batsinje, guys, you cannot separate us. We are talking, we are J. We even had a group, church girl, myself, and girl number 4. So literally everything I did in a day, church girl knew. Okay, so then it comes Katige when I start working, church girl gets a boyfriend, but she doesn't initially say what's it, and she has a boyfriend, okay, which is fine. How I find out, and this is why I say some of the parts, like it's not to, I'm trying very hard not to make people look bad, right, or build a certain image about Abantu through telling my story, because at the end of the day, in as much as we're not friends, it's not like we're like for sake, yabo. It's not like we had a bad breakup, so I wouldn't want to taint her name. But anyway, she gets a boyfriend. How I come to learn of boyfriend is she came to Joburg. Boyfriend lived in Midrand, I lived in Midrand. So she comes to Midrand, then she, what's the word? I don't know, she didn't tell me she was coming to Midrand because she was coming to boyfriend. Okay, great. Then boyfriend, I'm teach. Boyfriend, Ati, no, yena, umele aye Kayagubo. Kayagubo is 8 hours away. So, yena, he can't do whatever they were planning to do that weekend. So now she's here, she needs a place to sleep, so she calls me up. Hey dude, I'm around, I'll tell you what happened when I get to you. Can you come pick me up in an area like this? Okay. Then she tells me this and that is what happened. Okay, I want to give a bit more context without giving away too much. Yo, it's raining. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear me, right? So I want to give a bit more context in some of the relationships we had outside of our relationship, right? So we're part of a bigger scheme, okay? And in this bigger scheme, I'm not proud. There was, what is that show? Not a Gazlam. Intersections, yes, there was intersections happening. So she had her intersection, I had my intersection. Great. So where are we now? Okay, let's fast forward back to where I was. Where was I in the breakup? Boyfriend. Okay, so boyfriend, he get okay, sharp. So in my head, guys, I'll be honest, I genuinely did not think this guy was gonna go very far, because this wasn't the first incident, right? There were several incidents where he just, to me, it was just a fam, why are we not breaking up with this person sort of incident. Yeah, but yeah, obviously izinto sizenza ngendlela ihlukile nani yabo. Maybe also that's why I'm single, because I'm just like, maybe the smallest thing ticks me off and I'm like, I'm out. Well, I'm not single, sorry, but single is in home affairs, not married. Okay, so yeah, so I come to learn of boyfriend. Okay, boyfriend, guys, right, but from what I'm hearing from church girl and from some of the actions that he's done that has forced church girl to be honest with me, like being stranded. Like, when did you decide you're going home? It doesn't make sense. Your home is 8 hours away. But that's just me. Yeah, right. So that's where I got the image of we're not here to stay. And I wasn't panicking, guys, about boyfriend. I wasn't panicking at all. Boyfriend being untossy. You know, because I'm just like, okay, because sometimes you just need to get it out of your system. Like, sometimes you date a person and you know for a fact, would say, here we're not going anywhere because they've shown certain characteristics, right? But you're just like, okay, since I'm busy now, let me so busy with this person, right? Okay, so fine, the push away no boyfriend. Then yes, I'm trying to think of the first incident, right? Why am I forgetting? Because there was 2 incidents. Oh, fudging hell, I forgot the one incident, guys. Yes, because there was an incident. Okay, I know the one. What happened? Hey, I can't remember. Yes. Oh, okay. No, I sang a kumbul. Sorry. So incident number 1. Sorry, guys. I remember now. So we have this group, right? It's church girl number 4, myself. We're good friends. We chat. We put everything there. And when I say we were close, sometimes if you were backed up and you couldn't poop for like 4 days, the day that you poop, you're like, oh, guys, I finally went and I pooped. So literally all the detail they knew about my whole life. They can even do a counter video. And please trust what they say because they were there for it, or I told them in detail. Right, sharp. So first incident, boyfriend, I hosted Ibrai. Okay, Lewanangit is not living in Gauteng. Boyfriend is hosting a braai in Gauteng. Boyfriend is inviting like a big group of friends. In this big group of friends, there's also girls, right? Hey, yes, my friends. The disrespect, but okay. So a big, like there's also girls, right? Then Lewan, church girl, she's like, boyfriend is hosting a braai, yazi, in. So I'm casual, I'm relaxed. I'm like, okay, so why are you stressed about a boyfriend having a braai? She's like, no, there's gonna be girls. I'm like, yeah, and most of the braais I go to as well, there's boys and girls, but I wouldn't be straight. Like, I wouldn't expect my partner to be stressed about me saying I'm going to a braai. Then this motherfucker, I'm gonna call her motherfucker for this part, she says to me, yeah, but what if there's a spa? Guys, yabo abangani, mina abangani ngifunde late ukuthi abangani anginabo. Okay, what is meant by what if there's a spa, right? Anita told you there was even intersections. So I had a friend that was a friend with benefits, right? So obviously if this friend hosts a bar, also host that because I'm a friend, right? So then Lewan is then insinuating, what if the boyfriend has a friend who presents themselves as a friend, but there's extramural activities between this friend and boyfriend. But instead of saying, what if he's sleeping with one of the girls, simple English, she says, what if there's a spa? Hey, guys, guys is what's about this. Hey, as in shares need this. Glamour friendship. Guys is what's about this. No, I'm supposed to rephrase. And I remember it was at night. I sleep. I wake up. I'm like, no, actually, this is bullshit, right? So I write in the group. I'm like, hey, I don't appreciate being labeled as pa, right? With that sort of definition to being as pa. And I feel like it's a bit judgmental coming from you, given the fact that you also have a friend whom you are friends with, but there's also benefits, right? So why couldn't you say, what if there's a church girl? Why kumele lo muntu abe espa? Yabo? Then I show with the other girl is like, yeah, no, I actually also agree. It was disrespectful. It was out of hand. So church girl, I think you must apologize. We even changed our group. Our group was Baywatch. There's a story to why it was Baywatch. But anyway, our group was named Baywatch. We changed our group to Baywatch the Respect Edition because I was honestly offended, and I just told her, I need to show you. Okay, so that was incident number 1. We move on, right? But uchurch girl manje usenokuthi mas interact. I remember at that time girl number 4 angazi noma wayesamshela or basebejola beno husband wa girl number 4. I can't remember, but I think we went out and she was wearing a short skirt, or was it a short? I can't remember. I think basebe Joel. Then church girl is like, how is now her husband? I'll give them names later when I tell that story. How is husband feeling about that outfit? Hi bowenj. Beshaqeza nawe la. And also I think for me it was baffling because I don't have the sort of friends. I don't have, even in my normal engagements, I don't have the sort of friends who are like, I will change my whole entire life for a boy, right? So it was just, I couldn't comprehend what was happening. But anyway, we find out now say sonta. That's why I call her church girl. We now have to sift what, like for example, if I'm like, yo friend, I went out last night and I can't tell her that anymore because she is now, listen, she's the secretary to Jesus. You don't come in because you are spa. And guys, phela yaba mangithi sasiclose manganibalela Nkosi yami izinto esasizenza sigroove eHeadfield. Well, it's not like sasenza izinto enkulu, but like we were definitely not churchy. We went to church, don't get me wrong, but I think what also annoyed me about church girl is she didn't just choose Jesus and be like, I just want to follow Jesus for the rest of my life now. Ngathi wayezama impress Jesus by judging us, and I'm like, and I have a very Christian sister, but you won't find her saying, yes, how does Jesus feel about that? No, that's my and Jesus stuff to chat about. It's not, you don't get involved in that shit. That's just me and my God too. Yeah, but anyway, okay, let's move on. So she becomes very holy. It becomes very difficult to interact with her because not only is she holy, she's judgmental. And I have a lot of holy friends, guys, and I never have to sift my conversation with them because they weren't sent by Jesus to convert pagan. Yes, now that I'm saying it out loud, I just feel like, fuck you, actually, church girl. Anyway, so that was like incident number 1 and some of the factors that contributed, right? Incident number 2, we're in Durban. Okay, I lie, I'm in KZN. Masse KZN, there's Sean intersections, or the other friends call, hey, we're in Durban, blah blah blah. And this time it was around I think it was Christmas. It was around Christmas time, right? So fine, we go to Durban to hang out with the friends, right? And literally it was just to hang out. Go to intersections, right? And at that time, we had even stopped our extramural activities, right? At this point, intersections, he was already a fiancé. He had already proposed to his girlfriend. I fine. So me being me, I post in the group, oh guys, yes, it's a takeaway. Kona bigger group, which obviously involves intersections, my intersections and her intersections, and yeah, nje kumnandi nan. Hey, this motherfucker again comes back to me and is like, hi bo, what is your intersections doing there? I'm like, oh, actually they came for a wedding, but and we didn't go to Durban for them. We happened to be coming from another place where there was an event and you have to pass through Durban. So we were like, okay, we're gonna more chill for that one day and then go home the next day. Okay, so it's a motherfucker. What are you doing with intersections on Christmas Day? I'm like, close to Christmas. I'm like, oh no, they called me. Jesus is doing, secretary to Jesus is jotting again. I'm like, oh no, they called Bonke Balana. Oh, all of them are here. We planning to go out, blah, 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 blah. Nice time. And then she's like, shouldn't intersections be with his family in Christmas and not as per? Guys, I can't say that in English. I don't know what to say, but I wanted to pull my hair out. We addressed this. I told you my feelings about this. Kari, that's my cue. Kari, okay. So I bring it up again. I'm like, we are back here. We are back here. Yimlo, you motherfucker. Storm him. And I don't want to counter her actions because now she's Jesus's right hand. I don't want to then bring up her past because first of all, it's unproductive. Secondly, I'm just not that person. So when you are gaining points into heaven, okay, I later found out, oh no, her boyfriend is churchy. So now she wants to present the whole churchy image. Now I'm glad guys are such churchy. Even her way, and I'm not sure there's anything wrong, guys, with wearing long things, right? It's just it was a big adjustment, and I'm not against people picking Jesus, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Christian myself. I'm not against people saying, you know what, I just want to change my life and live for the Lord. Matter, does the Lord instruct you to then be his crucifier? Uwe manje usubona benza kabi, ubona benza kahle, uwe manje. Judgment isiyenzwa uwe. He's like, you know what? Because you have come to the temple, I will give the powers of judgment day to you. Anyway, hey guys, actually just saying healed. But anyway, time goes on. So I tap out, right? And I tell her that I'm tapping out. But like we have a conversation because it's a 3 what friendship. We have a conversation. Hey guys, yabo, dude, let's try and make it work. No girl number 4. Dude, she made a mistake. Yabo, sharp. Then church girl. Oh, so girl number 4, Asmin in the group. She invites us to now her husband. Then it was a boyfriend. Party, and he was turning, I don't know if he was turning 30. Let's just say for the sake of this vlog, he was turning 30. Church girl is like, I can't come. How? Church girl, why can't you come? I can't come because I'm getting lobola that weekend. How? Guys, I'm going to see close. How is it shook? You are getting lobola. I will show you go to your lojol. No matter are we too unsanitary. Yabo guys, mhlasi ezulwini ngathi uNkulunkulu engangiphi front row seats. I want to be there. I want to be there. I want to be there. I hope she's a better Christian now. I'm not gonna lie. I really hope she's a better Christian now. So then she's there, she's like, yeah, she's getting lobolad. How? Are you serious? Yeah, how? Okay. We don't ask why she didn't tell us. So in my last attempt, right? In my last attempt to try and make this work, I tell one of my other friends, right? I'm like, hey. Oh, I'm like, no, I'm gonna come to your lobola to support you, okay? This is like a kick of a dying horse. Can I say that? Like, I'm trying my level best to just try and mend this friendship, right? Because there was an apology and whatnot. Even though inhliziyo yami, as you can tell right now, is not, it hasn't quite healed, but you know, there's that part of me that's like, you know, maybe one day we'll look back at this and laugh, you know. I find, so she gets lobola, I go to lobola, we drive the 3.5 hours, she gets lobola, then she has a wedding. I was supposed to be bridesmaid, right? A maid of honor to be exact. But I called her to, like, I called her early. I'm like, dude, you know, I know we're trying to mend the friendship and it's, you know, it's okay, but I just feel like umuntu who's your maid of honor should be someone who's willing to go. Maktua, the dresses in Cape Town, they must be willing to book the ticket to Cape Town and come back with the dress and just, you know, someone who's there 100%. And I was like, in as much as we've had conversations and we've tried to mend things, I'm still hurt. That's just the long and the short of it. I'm still hurt. Inhliziyo yami is still not okay. So I don't think I will do the job of being a maid of honor justice. I think you need to select another friend to be maid of honor. Put it to a point where I don't even think I want to be bridesmaid. I will come as a guest, but I will not, you know, I will not be part of the bridesmaids, and I just can't bring my heart to doing it, right? I thought, okay, sharp. So now, like, this is now like the official breakup where I'm just like, I've tried. But it's still stuck there, because I think I would have understood if it was one incident. But for me, more than what she said, it was a what do you think of me sort of vibe, right? It was a, is this what you've been thinking of me all along? Yeah, bo. So, and I don't think, in as much as, you know, I'm a Christian, guys, but I'm not, and you will not see Jesus because you are partying. I'm not that sort of Christian. I'm a Christian. I have a relationship with God. I understand my relationship with God. So I say, oh, angithi akusiyele Christian ukuthi kumele kuze kwazi wonke umhlaba ukuthi usiphakeme as a Christian. So anyway, we break it off. I go to the wedding. Then she was supposed to have a second wedding, but because of COVID, it was cancelled. And then when she did do it, she didn't invite me. So the last time we interacted was at her wedding. And even then, we didn't really interact because she was getting married, so she was up there. On Sunday, we went to say bye to her family. I interacted mostly with the mom. And, oh no, we did interact. But for those interactions, I'm probably going to need WhatsApp, because after that, friend number 4 got loboled and we went to a lobola. I'm not going to go into detail in that because that is the detail that I want to tell in friend number 4 story. So we didn't actually came with her husband to the lobola. I said apparently colorful things to her. I can't remember it. I was too drunk. But when I then you'll see there was a point where I needed to puzzle things together from the drunk what she did say me. I asked her, I'm like, dude, what did I say to you on that day? And yeah, some of the things I said, guys, were very unpleasant. I'm not gonna run away from that. Angazi noma ngathi angifuni ukumbona or angifuni ukuhlala eduze kwakhe. I don't want to sit next to her. Yes, I think I said I don't want to sit next to her. And I move seats. Hey guys, ngathi sidlala movie, I mean girls. Guys, sidlala movie, I mean girls. I'm like, so I did apologize. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I was really drunk. And I suppose a drunk man's words, whatever, is a sober man's thoughts. So I suppose there was some sort of credit on the I don't want to sit with you portion. But yeah, so that was the last time we interacted. I've never tried to repay the friendship. I don't think it would work. Unless, of course, she's found Jesus in a different angle. I'd be happy for her. But, hey, guys, mina angifuna umuntu ozothi ngoba nakho yena esehamba noNkulunkulu bese eyibona ukuthi usesesikhundleni. Guys, lapha ka Jesus is there positions, because there's some people who have positions that we don't know. Esingawafundi kwiBhayibheli ukuthi lo une position is so. But yeah, guys, so that was friend number 3. I'm gonna come back with so I remember in the post I had said I can't listen to certain songs, and those certain songs are attached to her, right? Because I remember when I qualified for my exams in CTA. Anyone who's ever done CTA, they know how difficult CTA is. So when I qualified for my exams, she played me that song. She played me that I used to rule the world. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Oh, such a nice bus guy. Anyway, so she played me I'm on top of the world, yeah. I'm on top of the world. Da 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 da. Hey guys, yazi ngangimthanda church girl, yo. Engangimthanda church girl, guys. I didn't cry for a breakup, and I think because of just how it happened. But yo, I loved her. I really, out of all the friendships that I mean, you don't go into any relationship thinking it's gonna end. But I genuinely I never imagined we'd be in a position where we're not even talking. Angmazi. I don't look at her statuses. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Facebook. Nani. So Vela can't. So the only place where I can actually see a portion of her life is on WhatsApp. I muted her. So I don't see anything that she does. Every now and again when there was load shedding, I'd probably get into it. But like she'd be sharing, woman in Jesus. High tea for Jesus woman. Hey, uNkulunkulu uyazazi ukuthi unama women. Angisho ukuthi ngishini, guys. But yeah, guys, that's the story. And then I'm gonna do the last part, which is friend number 4, which I think is gonna be the most difficult to tell. Mostly because I played such a big role in the breakup. Like, I almost wish she was the one telling it, because she somehow comes out looking good, whereas like the stories that I've told, the breakup was because of what the other person did to me. But yeah, anyway, so that's friend number 3. Bye guys, like and subscribe and thank you.